The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on NewsRadio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it and back at it. You found The Local Show on 570 WSYR 106.9 FM, and we're happy to have you along on this Valentine's Day weekend.
You're happy?
No, I'm here with you. Experts, and as happy as you can be.
Okay.
Round Steve. But yeah, it's good. So, you know, it was started by the card companies, wasn't it? And the chocolate companies?
Absolutely.
This whole Valentine's?
It was definitely not started by a guy. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, my goodness. Any reason, you know, I can never find a part or a... like a week's worth of time during the year where you can actually save some money. Yeah. and just not have to spend.
Just so you can buy a card.
Yeah, right. Like cards and candy, and then you worry, oh, geez, am I saying the right thing? Or should we go to dinner? Should we not go to dinner?
Then you turn around and you got to put a roof on your house.
Right, and then you got to put a roof on.
There goes all the money right there.
You have all that going on, and then we get into Easter, and then you need to buy the fatted calf and everything.
True.
Anyway, somebody new to the show, Steve, is David Zwelinski. He is the owner of SOS Roofing. How are you, David?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Hanging right in there, buddy. Are you a Syracuse native? You from around here?
We're actually from the Fulton area, and then we kind of migrated up this way.
Well, Fulton people are people too.
He did.
Contrary to popular belief.
He pronounced the T in Fulton. I'm a little suspicious.
Well, you know.
J. Bodley High School, right? Is that what that?
G. Ray Bodley all the way. Great sports.
Yeah. I did a couple of the proms when I DJ'd a couple of the proms out there.
Oh, my gosh.
In the Wayback Machine, sure. So you went from Fulton, you came to Syracuse. Did you go to college or did you do anything special like that?
So we actually moved to Florida for a little while.
Oh, smart man.
He moved back.
Now, why did you do that? What did you go down there for?
Great opportunity in the IT field.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, in 2008, I had worked for a land developing company, and then the great market crash of 2008.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of set everything
Fun
back.
stuff.
So we moved back to the area, and it was way too hot. Nobody likes that heat.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you're flying home to go snowmobiling 11 times a year.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when you're from, you can take the person out of Fulton, but you can't take the Fulton out of the person, right?
Absolutely.
I think that's in the Bible, Tom.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. That was really impressive.
So are you married? Do you have a family? Or?
I am. I am proudly married with with 4 kids.
4.
Do you let them get on the roof?
So my son actually is one of our foremen and also runs one of our gutter crews.
Oh, no kidding.
He's pretty awesome. He's 21, also attending Brockport.
Very
Awesome.
nice.
So SOS Roofing, where'd that come from?
Yeah, where'd it come from?
It started off as Strategic Optimal Solutions, but unfortunately,
I was going to say that.
with all due respect,
What are you, an IT engineer guy?
That's exactly what it was. It wasn't as easy for people to enunciate,
Yeah,
so
sure.
we chopped it down a little bit and went to SOS, and
everybody said thank you.
Yep.
Okay, and your business is all about roofs? Do you do any general contracting as well?
We became kind of a niche roofing, siding, gutter company in 2016. But
what does that mean?
So we strictly did roofing, siding, gutters, as opposed to mowed your grass, paint your wash your car, the whole thing.
Right.
So as we find the market is getting a little more tight. I don't know if you've been down 481 or 690.
Every day.
Every single person and their mother has a billboard. And everything
I was going to say, you can't swing at that cat not a roofing company.
You got Mike's Roofing, Joe's Roofing, Steve's Roofing.
Yeah.
We've started to migrate back to our kind of foundation where we are starting to do decks, to focus more on the exterior as a whole.
But you've got a big crew. You got almost 50 people, so it's not for shortage of work. So why are people hiring you when you go down 690 and you see 10 roofing companies? So why are they hiring you? Because
one of the things that we kind of focus on is our sales dynamic, and we aren't the pushy people. There's plenty of people out there saying, buy now, sign here, do this, we're going to do this. No, we do an educated approach where we're going to explain our whole process to that homeowner. I think that's extremely important. Also, we're going to give you time to think about it. I know that you're in a rush, and if if you want it right there and then, that's fine.
Yeah.
But take your time, think about it, make the right choice, make sure we're the right fit, because if you guys feel, any question or whatnot, it's going to make the whole project, not as smooth as it could be. And if we're the right fit for you, then by all means, that's what we want. So across, there's no animosity, there's no stress, there's no nothing.
How about siding? Do you do siding as well?
Absolutely.
No? Okay.
Do they go together?
It seems like they go together.
If the roof's is going to pot, the gutters are falling off. Geez, we need siding too, dear.
Right.
There's a high probability that, right across the board, if we're going to pull your roof off, chances are your gutters are already, pretty shot. And then on top of that, normally, Syracuse region, most of the siding is old, either asbestos or some type of wood or whatnot. It's aging pretty well. So we try to kind of package it all together and give you the best price for the total package.
Okay, so it's kind of a comprehensive look at it. I mean, if people call around with all those companies you're talking about, you're going to find people. Some are going to be higher, some are going to be lower. Is it apples and apples? It's really, you're picking a person, aren't you? Kind of, sort of.
It's tough for the consumer because I had a couple of friends who went through roofing. Yeah. Some people do like me, and they had like 4 or 5 people come through, and the price differentials were like 1,000, 500, some lower, but not really big. So how do you make a decision on the right?
Great question.
So I mean, I think it comes down to intuition and just gut feeling. Everyone says your gut never lies, right? So when you're sitting down and we're going over things, and maybe you're sitting down with the next person after that estimate, and you just kind of you remember.
You get the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, you remember SOS is, what, I remember this guy went over everything with me. I feel comfortable with him, and that usually should be your turning point. Sometimes the price is what it is, and you can't argue, especially with today's economy.
Yeah.
Sometimes price is a determining factor, but we try to negotiate the best we can, especially if it's a customer that we also feel comfortable with. Because remember, we're not only selling to you, we also have to accept that job from that person. So we want to feel comfortable with that customer as well.
Do you find yourself having to hire extras, maybe people who aren't in the business full time with you, but you have to bring on like extra crew, like day laborers and things like that?
So that's not something that we practice.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I say good, but I wouldn't want that on my house.
Yeah.
Right.
No, most of the guys have been with us for multiple years. I think our youngest crew has been with us for at least 2 years. So they know our practices, they know our training. We are Owens Corning Platinum, which
that's a big deal.
Which means what?
It involves rigorous training and expectation as well. The Owens Corning will come out and personally inspect some of the roofs that we do just to maintain a certain level of perfection. It's a great name. They've been in business since the beginning of time for the most part.
And some we won't name names or anything. Some roofing companies, you go, oh, it's a roofing company, and there's a certain stereotype that I won't describe, and it sounds like you're not that at all.
I'll describe something.
You call that a chuck in a truck.
Yeah. Right.
I can describe something in my neighborhood. A roofing company was doing a roof for a neighbor, and I watched a guy. I was backing out of my driveway. I looked up, and I watched a guy smoking a cigarette. Took the cigarette out of his mouth. He was standing there, no belt on, no nothing, and flicked the cigarette right off the roof. And I thought, oh my gosh, what if that goes in the dumpster or something?
That wasn't you guys.
I could name a few names.
Yeah.
But you won't. We're on the air. That's cool. So SOS, so I'm glad you morphed it from the big, long, clunky thing that I don't remember and don't want to even know what it is. But SOS Roofing in town, I know you cover a large geographic area. You got 50 people. If people want to say, spring, we've been talking about it, or maybe we should talk about it, they can give you a call at 748-0623.
Yep, that's in all of our locations from Watertown, Ithaca, Rochester, Syracuse. It's a 315 area code and 748-0623.
Or the SOS Roofing NY. You can see it. I know before we went on the air, you said you got a lot of business from Google and things, some good reputation, some good reviews. It sounds like worth a call. So talk to David. We're going to call 3 people. Mary. Okay, we'll at least make you one of the 3. 746-0623. SOSRoofingNewYork.com. Thanks for joining us, David.
Thank you. Pleasure being here.